Welcome to Postal Stories, where we explore the world through stamps and letters. Today's journey takes us through the fascinating postal history of Germany, a story shaped by kings, empires, wars, and reunification. Let's begin. Germany's early postal days, long before there were stamps, messages in German lands were carried by traveling merchants or special messengers on horseback. But in the early 1500s, everything changed. A powerful family named Thurn and Taxis created the first organized postal system, running mail routes all across Europe now, and they kept it going for over 300 years. This was the start of something big. German states and stamps, 1849 to 1871. By the 1800s, Germany wasn't one country yet. It was a collection of kingdoms and duchies. Each one had its own stamps, its own postal service, and its own identity. Today, we call these the German states' issues. And for collectors, they're some of the most prized stamps in German philately. North German Confederation, 1868 to 1870. A few years later, a big step toward unity came. In 1868, several northern states joined together to form the North German Confederation. The stamps from this time featured the words Norddeutscher Postbezirk, meaning North German Postal District. Still, Bavaria and Württemberg held on to their own stamps a bit longer. They weren't ready to give them up just yet. The German Empire begins 1872 to 1918. In 1871, Germany officially became one country, and the following year, in 1872, the first stamps of the German Empire were issued. They showed the imperial eagle and were printed in different currencies, depending on the region. Groschen in the north, Kreuzer in the south. The wording on stamps also changed over time, from Deutsche Reichspost to Reichspost, and later Deutsches Reich. Some stamps featured Emperor Wilhelm I and other imperial symbols. But here's a fun fact: Bavaria and Württemberg continued issuing their own stamps until 1920. Weimar Republic and hyperinflation, 1919 to 1933. After World War I, Germany became a republic. Even though the empire had ended, stamps still said Deutsches Reich. New issues reflected peace and progress, with portraits of President Friedrich Ebert and themes about rebuilding the nation. But soon, crisis struck. Between 1921 and 1923, hyperinflation gripped the country. Stamp values skyrocketed from hundreds to millions, even billions of marks. These overprinted stamps are a dramatic reminder of a troubled time. Nazi Germany, 1933 to 1945. As the 1930s began, Germany took a dark turn. When the Nazis came to power, stamps became tools of propaganda. They still read Deutsches Reich, but now featured portraits of Hitler, Nazi symbols, and military scenes. During World War II, the Nazis also issued stamps in countries they occupied, like France and Poland. Sometimes they used local stamps, overprinted or redesigned with Nazi imagery. These stamps are stark reminders of how stamps can reflect both power and pain. Post-war and Allied occupation, 1945 to 1949. When the war ended, Germany was in ruins. The country was divided into 4 zones: Soviet, American, British, and French. Each zone issued its own stamps. These occupation issues reflected the reshaping of Europe after the war. One region, Saarland, even issued its own stamps between 1947 and 1956, while under French control, until it rejoined West Germany, East and West Germany, 1949 to 1990. In 1949, Germany officially split into two countries. In the West, stamps said Deutsche Bundespost. They focused on peace, democracy, and famous people like Beethoven and Einstein. In the East, stamps of the Deutsche Demokratische Republik, or DDR, celebrated workers, scientists, factories, and socialist themes. Some honored space missions or showed friendship with the Soviet Union. The stamps from both sides offer a powerful window into the Cold War and life behind the Iron Curtain. Germany's reunification, 1990 to present day. After decades of division, Germany was reunited in 1990. On the 3rd of October, the first stamp of a unified Germany was issued. It simply read Deutschland and showed people celebrating German Unity Day. Since then, German stamps continue to reflect the country's culture, achievements, and place in the modern world. From royal messengers to digital tracking codes, the postal history of Germany is a powerful story of change told one stamp at a time. Thanks for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, follow, or subscribe for more stamp-sized stories from around the globe. Until next time, keep collecting, keep exploring,